Uh, hey guys, just doing a little update. Um, I'm gonna take a break for the rest of this week. I'm working on different scripts and videos. I kind of have been. Um, I'm hoping to do a little thing to memorialize or like for honor of my grandpa and maybe my hopefully my grandmother. But I just found out Monday, this is 2 days ago, that my grandfather passed away, and he's been gone for a week. I don't know why they've waited to tell me Monday. I guess my aunt found out. My dad didn't contact me, and she told me about it. And his thing's this Saturday, and it's Wednesday. Thank God I was able to get a rental car for cheap and able to get time to go and all. So praying for travel mercies. Please pray for me. Uh, I was crying and all, and had to take time to get stuff ready. Just only thing that needs to be done is last minute stuff. And I'll see you guys whenever, and I'll do a little video for him. All right, guys. Bye. This is the car we're taking for our trip. Okay, so we have to try and get across and turn around. Okay. Hold that. Okay. Let's see, I can put my phone right here and we put that paper in here. Right here. Okay, now I gotta see where I can put my. Where can I put my phone at? Hold on. What? Isn't that a little bit thing right there? No, I'm talking about plugging my phone up. Oh, to plug it in? Yeah. Jeffries also offered an idea on pushing back against the Trump administration, demanding Republicans. I have the stuff right here. Well, what's this? Federal layoffs. That's the reports. Open this. 80% of employees at HUD have been fired. Over 6% of the armed have been fired. We're smoking. Do they not want you to plug your phone up? This another cold heart. Plus, would it be something right here where you push it and it opens? I don't know. There's one little thing right there I need. Oh, well. This is a small thing. I don't think this will fit. Well, actually, well, I need a small USB-C, and I have that in my room. I don't know if this will fit or not. Let's see. Okay, it fits. Plugged up. I just have to put that little thing up. So it's full of gas. Well, right. You know if we're going to have to go to the right or the left? To the right. I'm Spirit of Swanee. And they're really big Alabama fans or something. Mm. He was candy. I have to be nosy too. love to have benches. Oh, found the laundry room. Ooh, it's the garage. Hey, check the garage out, Mom. Hey. Alright, guys, made it to Alabama. Day one. Ooh, I got weights. Remember having one like that? It was painted though. I don't know if y'all can see that. Bench seats. High chair. Ottoman. Ooh, that's old. This is the game room. Ooh, I want to go out there later. Oh, this is nice. Definitely can see myself sleeping up here. Sorry, guys, I'm being nosy and see what. Ooh, they got darts. Ooh, gators. Sink, mini fridge, cabinets, lights. Let's see if they got anything in here. I don't think they do. Nope, but we could. Unless it's working. They might need to fix that. This is cool. Plug stuff up. That board games. This is locked for some reason. That's just scary. Oh, this is cute. Very old fashioned. Right. The laundry room's right there on the other side of this wall. And I went upstairs that way. I'm being so nosy.
What's up there?
They had the Pac-Man thing, illuminated kitchenette, some beds, like day beds, some chairs. So, over here. I'm being so nosy. I'm sorry. So I'm being so nosy. I checked out the garage too, Mom. They got a little extra bed spring in there. Yeah. Oh, good bathroom. Do I really want everyone know what's there. They got a little secret hiding spot here. Dipping around. Hey. So attic space. Someone's bedroom. Just gonna come in here real quick. And the bathroom space in there.
Hey.
Oops, hey. Scary.
That'd be scary.
Don't come to your neighborhood, it's bad. They're
Oh.
all in Tuscaloosa.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't care. I would do anything right now.
I don't know.
I went there and just checking out the whole house.
Did you go up the other side?
Yeah. And lots of water. I don't think y'all can tell. walking around like a creeper. Talk about myself. I just wish we were all here under better circumstances, you guys. Hopefully I can get this. Oh shoot, there's something right there. We'll see about walking down to the fire pit so everybody can see. So this is it, you guys. This for the nighttime tour. Hopefully I can get some more video and pictures over the weekend. I'm not going to do anything as far as my grandpa's thing. So I feel like that should be a private thing among all of us. So that's what I want to do. But I get pictures of different family and all. And I guess that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and watching my stuff, because y'all don't have to, but y'all do it anyways. And I hope y'all don't get tired of me saying that, but I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I can get this video out. If I don't do it tonight, hopefully when I get back or the next day. If I have to, I'll do 2 parts. Okay. It's not expecting that little thing over there. It's just a covered thing, like I guess for a girl or whatever. I guess I better go get in the house. Bye, guys. It's got the iron board. I hope it has the iron. I bet it don't.
Domino's delivered here. I saw this fellow tonight when they ordered pizza. They called us to deliver. And nobody delivered. I said, Domino's will deliver anywhere. And I said, no, they don't. They don't deliver at home to certain areas. And I said, so they don't let me deliver it. I said, well, they said that they deliver.
Times when they hit you face down in the ground with the wet sword. Flat seas, but the true never grow fur. Shouting, they all got you on mute. When they got you thinking maybe it could be me that's crazy. All the tears blurred up when the climb up, dry up into nothing. You understand. Makes sense, but don't you know that nothing's really ever beautiful? We're all just broken windows. What you see depends from when you said your I could say my but on the floor, or it might just be a rush. So stay a while. So very cold.
Okay, guys. I know my video is going to be long, so I want to try to keep this short. On my tablet, I'm trying to upload part of my video. I did little small segments, and this will be the last part uploaded and added to the video. So at the beginning of this video, I've told y'all found out my grandfather had died. He died at 18th, and nobody told me until this past Monday, which was, hold on, because Saturday was March 1st, the 27th. And the funeral was March 1st, that Saturday. And if it hadn't been for my Aunt Julie texting me through Messenger, somehow she lost my number. I've lost some of the people's numbers because, change phones, not everything, goes over, and she's, in her 60s, so she, not everything gets saved. And she don't know how to, she knows how to do the GPS, but it just made me feel like a certain type of way about my dad. Please don't get anything wrong or misconstrued or whatever. I love my dad, but he's gotten to where he just texts stuff and don't want to call. And so I'm like, okay, this is, I guess, what we're doing now. I just go along with it. And he didn't bother. I know he was probably grieving because that's his dad, but his excuse to my aunt, who is one under him. See, it was my Uncle David, then him, my Aunt Julie, and my Aunt Kristen. Now, it's my Aunt Julie that was the one that had told me, from what he told her, that he didn't contact me because he felt like I would not be interested in going or interested in anything about my grandfather. I never gave him anything, a clue or anything to make him think that way. I don't know why he would think that. Not a clue. It's probably just something he made up in his head. I love him dearly, but it's just he's not one of those that really has kept up with me or made too much of an effort. I'm doing good if I hear from him on my birthday and Christmas and maybe Thanksgiving, and it's always by text. And he's got this idea that I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to call him on the phone. All I do is text him, when he's the one that started the texting part. And it kind of made me feel like he don't want to talk to me. But I told him, I was like, I didn't get to talk to him a whole lot, but I'm like, Dad, I even had told my Aunt Julie this. I was like, I would never not want to have anything to do with a family. Family is important to me. And I'm like, I can't help situations that happen in the past. There's some weird stuff. I mean, skeleton in the closets that came out. And one came out when I was 9. I had to do my grandpa, but I mean, I'm over it. I'm 40. I'll be 41 in 2 months. So, whatever. I've had a lot of time to get over it. But it's one of those things, I don't know. It was just a lot of stuff like that, I guess, runs in my family. And it's like I was telling my mom, the one that held this family together was my grandmother. She made sure, like, we all stayed communicated and people knew what was going on. And the bad part was my aunt was the one that called my mom when I was 9 and my grandmother died. My dad could not even do that for me. This is the second time my aunt has had to contact us for a death in a family of a grandparent or anybody. And it's just like, hey, I'm like, it's just, she hadn't always been the best of keep on contact with us, but on the major things like that, weddings, stuff like that, she's been pretty good at like, hey, this is going on, this is what's up, just want to let you know. And when she found out my dad did not contact me when it happened, when my grandpa died, she wasn't too happy and with him on that. And she, thank God, like, got a hold of me somehow and like, you know, let me know. So I had literally from Monday, it was like almost Monday night, like, yeah, it was Monday night at 10 something when I found out. So I had to figure out how to get there, what would be the cheapest way to get there, get addresses, where we're going, where it was going to be, and everything, and get there Friday night so I can be there for the funeral Saturday morning. Now, the viewing was at 10 a.m., and the funeral was at 11 a.m. So, on top of that, we've had, and I know everybody grieves in a different way, and like I cried like for a little bit Monday, and it was okay. I was like, no, he was getting older. He was 90. In August, he was going to be 91. So I wish he at least, he was one of those I thought was for sure was going to make it to 100. Because, I mean, he had some health issues, but I didn't realize it was gotten worse. But he just didn't let stuff stop him. I mean, he worked till 81, and but he started getting other stuff like dystonia or whatever it's called. Shoot, my aunt's the one that told me. He had a pacemaker put in. Um, he started getting Parkinson's really bad. This is after I had, went and see my grandpa, my dad, everybody, 10, almost 11 years ago for his 80th birthday. And in the process of that time, the lady he was married to, Gwen, had died. That was his third marriage. So he married 2 other times after my grandmother died. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Some guys just don't like being lonely and got to have somebody there. I can completely understand that. And it took him several years to even get married to to one person. But it was just aggravating. Aggravating. I had to. It's not all about me, but it's just like as a family, we could have done better. It's like any family should be doing better than that and stay in contact, especially if there's nothing going on, like no abuse and all that stuff, narcissism and stuff, where you have to cut off certain family people, members and stuff like that. That's I guess what I want to talk about is like we as people need to do better, especially with our families and staying connected and just being there for one another and just there shouldn't be any of this misinterpretation or just thinking stuff in your head and it's not true you know and make it a point of like it's like even no matter what I'm going through or what grief I'm going through with a loss in a family, on my mom's side of family, we've always like no matter what, we go to contact family members like, look, this just happened. We take a few minutes or hour, whatever we gotta do, and just cry it out. We're gonna let the people know either that night or the next day, like, look, this is what happened. We're working on the funeral and getting some things together. We'll let you know. Usually 3 days, 4. We got everything planned out. We got clothes picked out. We got everything done. And we let people know in that process time, hey, this is the funeral. This is time, the day, where it's going to be. And we're welcome to come if you can. If not, we understand. Just your thoughts and prayers being with us is good enough. If you can make it good, even better. But if not, we're not going to shame you. We understand everybody's situation is different. not everybody can afford to come that's out of town or can get off in time. And I've had to get somebody to come for 2 days to take my spot that I was supposed to help do and fill in. And rent a car, get Pat, um, Monday night, Monday and Tuesday night, or morning, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it was 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep, but I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And I was surprised I even got that. And I was just trying to do other stuff, and then my mom had to do last minute stuff, and I come here Thursday so she can do stuff, and I didn't get to even clean my house, do laundry, anything, because I was stuck here most of the time. So she can handle some stuff herself too. And I've had to handle stuff, and I stayed between me and my mom. We stayed in contact with my aunt, and I made sure I put the addresses in my phone, my GPS. So all I have to do the next morning, Friday morning, was select and go. And I was told that there was an Airbnb. It was rented for the family that was coming. I'm family included. They wanted my mom to come. And my aunt Kristen's one that was handling the finances, the funeral, the Airbnb. Nobody asked them to do it, but they were stressing themselves out. Her and her husband. What should I say? And then I was told that there'll be enough room for me there because it fits I think they said 18 plus or 16 plus. I think it was 18 plus people. They had different beds in every way, shape, or form in place in different places, and 2 blow up mattresses, couches, several day beds, like 1, 2, and the upstairs in the game room, 1 in a room with a king size bed, 2 out in a hallway in each corner. 2 beds, 2 rooms with queen size bed, 2 floor mattresses, couches that let out. So it was enough room for everybody that was coming. In the process of getting there, my aunt had already gotten there, my Aunt Julie, to help take care of stuff, and her husband, and then her oldest kid, her 2 kids came after that. We were sitting there having a good time talking and stuff, and thinking we have a place to stay. She was supposed to get back with us to make sure we had a place to stay, and never did. She asked if we had a place to stay. I'm like, no, you told us this, and then you never got back with us. And I was like, well, we'll just wing it, see what happens. Of all places and times, yes, I know we can get stressed out and frustrated and things, but don't make things worse for other people who are grieving too, and that's their parent and grandparent. It's like my Aunt Kristen started showing her butt, and before she got there, she was supposed to have my dad and my stepmom, along with her husband. To put it this way, I did not get to see them that night. My aunt, and her husband, me and my mom, had to end up leaving and going to a hotel. We passed them on the way in to the Airbnb. We didn't get to say hey or anything, and then her husband got accusatory and all that stuff. I don't even know if that's a word, but accusing my aunt of stuff she wasn't even doing stuff, and like talking about, well, and when my wife is upset, I get upset, and it really made my other aunt's husband really mad, and he wanted to say, well, you know what? When my wife gets upset, I'm upset, and you're getting her upset for nothing. And supposedly there was only 10 people that were supposed to be there, or 11. That's what they told the Airbnb people. I'm like, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm getting a call, so I'll come back. Okay, it was my mom calling. Apparently the Walmart in Normandy has got a fire going on out back, and we're not sure if it's the building that's behind there, is kind of far a ways off, or a homeless person that set on fire. Only in Jacksonville. Well, I can't say it's only Jacksonville, but it just seems like it. So I got the news on to see if they pop up anything. Even if workers are running out with fire extinguishers, she's like, oh no, they'll be probably closed later and then be on the news. So, okay, it's what Department of Education. So, um, what was I? Oh, so it was just a whole big mess, and I don't know what the misunderstanding was and why my Aunt Kristen was getting mad or just jumping everybody's crap. It could have stuff could have been said after when they got there and everybody got there. Oh, it was my uncle David was there too. So he's and his two of his three kids, and his wife, new wife. So my other brother couldn't come. Um, he just came back from Chicago, didn't have enough money. I don't know why he was in there, but um, so he had to see everything go down too. Like, so my the next day, my yeah, they nobody could figure out like why she was getting mad, and she was saying all kinds of other stuff, and it was just like, and then her husband's want to blow up, my other aunt's phone, saying all kinds of weird stuff, and being just mean, being an a hole, and it was just they don't like it. So my aunt was just saying, look, we probably just need to go ahead and get a room. Because like everything was confusing, and we were going to sit there like, hey, well, who's staying here, who's not, who's going, you know, do we have to get a room or what's going on? Couldn't wait, get there and see everybody and have a good time and be like, okay, what's going on with who's staying where and what, why, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Couldn't do that. So the next day at the funeral, my Aunt Kristen would not talk to me, my mom, or my Aunt Julie and her husband, Guy. And now her husband, Jerry, I mean, yeah, he was kind of upset that night. I don't know why. I guess he was getting frustrated with her and whatever. He was being a butt. But the next day, nicest pot. Like, well, we'll figure we'll go stay at night somewhere. And then just come back the next day and just let everybody get some sleep. See what happens after that. My Aunt Kristen's husband was in a better mood the next day, talking to people and doing stuff and just in a better mood altogether. And so I guess with him just having to deal with Aunt Kristen and then having to deal with my dad, and having to get my dad and my stepmom, it's just everything leading up to Friday was just like just a lot on him, stressing him out. I was able to sit and talk with him for a few minutes, and he was talking to other people and stuff. Not a problem. Not my aunt. And I was like, to me, that's not the time to sit there and be dramatic and not talk to family you hadn't seen in over a decade or almost over a decade. And just, I tried talking to her. She would not talk to me. She would look away. She just stone face, everything. And it's like, that's, to me, it's sad and it's totally uncalled for. Like, I get that you're stressed out, that you're mourning, but so is everybody else. And you're putting people in a bad predicament or situation by doing what you're doing. And like refusing to talk to people and refusing to do this and getting all upset over one little thing. Like, we could do better with family. Like I said, we could do better. I don't know if anybody needs to hear that, but don't be like that. Don't be Karen. Okay, it's bad enough I had the name. And I was like, at first I was like, okay, question. And I'm like, not to be mean or rude or nasty, but I'm like, okay, like, why is she all of a sudden be like that? Like, she shouldn't have told people that there's going to be a small amount of people. like, hey, we got enough to fit every bed. Just tell them that, like, you know. But we decided to go, like, four of us. We told my cousins, the oldest ones, besides me, because there's like, let me see, it's me, her two kids are the oldest. I'm in my 40s. One's going to be 30, the other one's 24, and I think the other ones are right up behind them, but not quite. Like, so she was like, y'all just stay here since y'all been doing a little bit of drinking and whatever. You know, y'all don't need to be driving, especially when it's light, when it's dark out. This place, y'all see it in the videos. I'm sorry, I'm hitting my cord. I have to have it plugged up right now. Um, this place was out in the boonies in Cottondale, Alabama. Now the funeral was in Tuscaloosa, which is 15 minutes away from where we're at, like a drive, 15-minute drive. Probably not even that. Once you know where you're going and everything. So we stayed at a hotel. We got the Cracker Barrel right there, Taco Bell and Waffle House and um, the gas station all right there. So we were good. Um, the funeral went really well. I was pleased how it went. And the coolest part was like the priest. It was supposed to be a Catholic funeral, but it wasn't. It was more Christian. Um, funeral. It's like we didn't do the pray the rosaries or anything like that, or the Hail Marys and stuff like that. The priest they got, he was so good. It was more Bible based. And I'm not saying every Catholic is not Bible based, but there's some that actually read the Bible and like, okay, I believe this. This is, Jesus died for us, our sins and everything. I'm gonna believe on him and call on him. I'm not gonna pray to Mary. I'm gonna pray to Jesus, to God, stuff like that. This is how this guy was like, and he reminded me of this evangelist we get at church, Steve Bowman. And just the way his face is, his expressions, how he talks, and I was like, okay, it's not just that's not the only reason why I liked him, but what he was saying was really good, and there were some things that my aunt Kristen definitely needed. I didn't even know like Jerry seeing what I was doing, but he stood up. The chairs were just two rows, and the family, immediate family, sat there. And it was really cool. Like this bird just came and perched up. It was a couple, like two of them sound like, are nearby, and it was like chirping the whole time, and it was like what annoying kind of chirping, but it was like almost like they're singing, and it was just like it was perfect for that moment. While he was talking about my grandpa and my grandmother, and fortunately there was a situation where he did some things. The product was my uncle that's 2 days out of the year we're the same age. Unfortunately, that happened. Hopefully, y'all get what I was just saying. I don't want to air out too many dirty laundry or whatever. But so he was the fifth kid, and the priest was talking, asking questions about it, and it's like, so there's five kids all together there, and should know, and my aunt just was like, no, there's only four, and just like the look on his face. I don't call him uncle because we're that close to age, and I just looked over at Jonathan and was like, just the look on his face and how he was acting. I wanted to cry. I wanted to hug him, and just I felt God was telling me to even pray for her. So I said, when we had a little prayer time, I just stretched my hand out to her and started praying for her. I mean, silently, I was, moving my mouth, but kind of like I didn't want her to hear me or anybody else. Which, I mean, she probably should have heard me say what I was praying for and all. The speaking tongues and all. I just felt like she needed that prayer and just ask God to give her the peace that she needs and just to forgive and just move forward and things and just, you know, help her in different areas. She has not forgiven my grandpa for what had happened, and she's taken it out on the wrong person. And like the rest of us is like, yeah, I know like what he did was not right, but this kid person cannot help that. They were not asked to be here. And so the rest of us accepted him in the family and just we took turns to talk to him and just have fun. And I got to meet his daughter because last time I've seen him, he didn't have a kid, and I think him and his wife had just got married or was about to get married. Um, so it was, nice to be able to get to know them, know her, and I was hoping his wife would be there and the other daughter. Um, and all, and with his youngest daughter, she had some health issues and didn't have everything that she needed to have there to travel with. So, unfortunately, the other daughter and his wife was not able to make it. So I'm looking forward to meeting the little one and holding her on, talking to Yale and all. Uh, sorry, I'm trying to see if I can message this one video to myself. Um, it was well, I want to continue talking, but so we all took turns to make sure he was felt welcomed and all afterward, before and afterwards, and all. But right after the funeral was done, I went to him. I was like, "Are you all right?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, I just gave him kind of a little side hug. I'm like, "What? It's gonna be okay. Get through this." And his daughter's so adorable. She's about 8 or 9, and she's cute. She had this little fuzzy jacket, and she's like, "All right, I'm ready for my fuzzy jacket now." Every time I wear it, I become a fuzzy monster like that. And she gave him she gave him her little jacket, make sure he was okay and was warm and all. So she was definitely sensitive to what was going on with him, but didn't want to say anything. You know, you know. Oh, just things could have been a lot better. There, it sucks that people during deaths and funerals and stuff is when you see the ugliness and the drama and just everything, the good, bad, and the ugly, and the uglier. And it shouldn't be that way. It's a time for family to come together, to support each other, to love each other, and just comfort each other. Not to start drama, not to be mean and not communicative and get attitudes and just. Sorry, I'm just trying not to cry. But it's not time for all that. Really, y'all. It's sad that people do that, and unfortunately, there's greedy people out there. They got to see any of that, but definitely there's some greed there, and I'm Facebook friends with both my aunts. Um, I seen something that I really feel like I need to talk to my aunt. Just I was trying to give her a sweet, just calm down, but I really feel like when I was saying I prayed for her, I just felt like God dealt with me to do that. I felt such a peace about it, and just afterwards. But it's all about being sensitive of God, and I'm like, God, you're just gonna have to help her. Pray forward throughout this week, and I feel like I need to, talk to her, but I'm not sure how. Like, I guess through the messenger or whatever. I'm asking God to me be sensitive to Him, give me words to speak to her, just show me when I need to say something and when not to. And she mentioned something on Facebook about some people that my uncle's, not my grandpa's, um, last wife's kids was doing to him, and she's like, I don't think I'm Christian enough. They're doing this, that, and can't ever forgive him. I was like, you know what? We need to forgive him like Christ forgave us, because He didn't have to forgive us for things we did and we've done wrong. If He wants us to forgive people like He forgave us, then we need to forgive. And I haven't heard back from her. And it's something she had posted. And there's other people supporting her thing, like, of not, and, you know, let's see. I've not forgiven these people. I'm like, what they did was wrong, yes. But we're Christians who are called to forgive people even when it's hard. I've had to do it. Trust me, I really had to forgive people that did me horribly, like horrible, like falsely accusing me of stuff I wasn't doing. Just talking to me any way they felt like they can, and doing things they shouldn't have done, physically, mentally, emotionally. If I can forgive people like that, she has no excuse. That's the way I look at it. But besides that, um, I know my aunt, my aunt Julie is thinking about maybe going back to the same place, renting it out. Well, even if we all just put our money in together and having a family reunion later on, which I hope we do. I want to hold on to them for that. So hopefully we can. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I really hope we do. I know I told my dad I want to be more in communication with him, try calling him more. But I've always been the one that has tried to make a point of contacting him and having that really father-daughter relationship. He hasn't done as much over the years. I know he's, I guess, taking a point of being a better person and working through things himself, like with my stepmom, because they were having issues there. And surprisingly, he's done really good with my mom, and make sure. And he actually took time to talk to her and gave her a hug bye. And which, that, if y'all knew my dad, that is a miracle in itself, that he's actually trying to get along with her, and because he's always talked bad about her and stuff that she could not help. And it was a whole bunch of mess there, and I'm not going to get into details. So if y'all have parents that weren't involved in your life as much, or complain about doing child support and this and that and the other, and I hate, I'm always negative and I always want to talk about other people, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just like, okay, he's doing a lot better, and I'm surprised how he was agreeing with everything. Besides me and my mom, he was the only one that was sitting there agreeing with everything that this priest was talking about. He said, "Yep, yep, amen." You're just shaking his head. And I'm like, my dad. Yeah, but I've been praying for him too. So I'm like, I'm seeing some things there. So I was like, I shouldn't be surprised. But I was like, man, it's been so long been trying to pray for him, and I'm seeing little things, and it's like, I'm so proud of my dad. He's changing. He's doing things I thought he would never probably do, and it's just like, I'm proud of him. And they had a military funeral for my grandpa too. They had two older guys, and they folded the flag, gave it to my uncle David. They always they always give it to the oldest child, and he did the salute and everything for him. Okay, I'm crying, but he did that for him, and just see my dad do that, it's like, oh, that's just like answer to prayers. So another point to put out: never stop praying for your family, because like it might take 20 or 30 years, but it's worth the wait. It's worth keep praying for them to get right with God, to get right things right with family. He's got a long ways to go, but I'm seeing things, and we're not going to be perfect. We'll never be, you know. But it's nice seeing those things. I've been going to church faithfully since 2007, when I was 23. And here I will be 41 soon. That's how long I've been praying, for almost 20 years. So, yeah, it's, 2 weeks after I turned 23. I knew I needed to get things right with God. I was in and out of church, as a teen and an adult. I didn't have nothing to help me stay in church and living for God. More than just going to church, but actually being right with God, getting saved born again. If y'all don't know what it means, is inviting Jesus in your heart, telling him you believe in him, you're going to serve him and the rest of your life. There's other things to it too, but you have to believe in him to begin with. And have people to help me live for God and show me things in the Bible to help me understand how I should live as a Christian and to be one. And I finally found the church that has helped me with that. And I'm keeping it long. Sorry, you guys. I hope you have a good day, and I'm sorry I kept this long. I want to go ahead and end this video, edit everything together, and I'm sorry I'm crying. Have a good day.